talking about Buffalo, they were taking on the Islanders in a huge game for those two teams. Starts off pretty quick with an Islanders penalty. Buffalo gets to work on the power play. Islanders have a really good penalty kill, and I was going to say it showed here. It kind of showed that a lot of that's the goalie. Buffalo did a really good job of getting after it, and it is the thing that you like about power plays like this. There's a ton of talent. They could work it around a little bit. Colorado kind of got caught up in this in the beginning of the season where there's a lot of dudes out there. And so you're trying to, okay, let's get the perfect shot. Buffalo, it's like one touch to the net, next putt to the net, right to the net. Everything is just focused on, we are not, like, we can't go 2 touches without this thing getting toward the front of the net, and they end up getting a couple of good chances on it. Thompson, from the goal line, tries to kind of drag it across, get it to his forehand. Couldn't quite do it, gets poked away and cleared. Then they're trying to get a bit of his own entry, and it's a heck of a play in lacrosse. But Norris is called for a screen, absolutely running over Schaefer, kind of kills that power play chance. Islanders get a pretty good setup on the 4-on-4. Then they get to the power play. Islanders have the 30th ranked power play. They said this on the broadcast. I kind of want to check this now because I basically don't believe it with how good Schaefer has been this season to see where they're at. On the power play here. So just, yeah, they are 17%, 30th in the NHL this season. That surprises me with Schaefer up there and some of the offensive talent that they have. Again, not a team known for goal scoring, but you thought they'd be a bit better there. Buffalo killed it off, though. They were really good. A couple little oopsies for the Islanders. Sorokin nearly turns it over, but they're able to kind of save it on that. And then Klein takes a penalty battling in the corner. So just a couple of penalties that are just like in the heat of the moment, hurting the Islanders in this one. But they end up getting a good chance. Horvat, shorthanded chance on the rush. That ends up getting stopped. Buffalo, nice chance in the bumper spot. Shot ends up just missing. McLeod had a really good deflection. Sorokin strong on that one, and they're able to clear. So, again, just a constant pressure from Buffalo's power play that you love to see out of that. Undersley gets a penalty shot chance. That one gets stopped as well. Third period, we miss a couple of goals here. Then third period, Lee and Carrick get into a fight, and I was really worried because I saw that they were fighting and just like, oh, fight, okay. And then Lee's on his way to the penalty box, and Carrick is down, and just the way he's laying on his back and he's writhing in pain, and the way he's laying, he just opens his hip a little, and so there's a trainer there, and then his foot's sideways. I was like, oh my gosh, did we have like Joe Theismann, whatever, for wrestling fans, Psycho said, did we have like a weird leg break thing happen? Turns out no, it's just the way he was laying. But that was my initial thought, like, oh my god, this is going to be awful. Did he just like get knocked out and just like fold, and that fold stayed folded? Not the case. In some discomfort still was Carrick heading off, but under his own power. So really good there. Close game, 3 minutes to go. Peyton Krebs ends up getting the goal, but this one all set up by Alex Tuck. Again, kind of the theme of the overall day. We talked about it in the baseball breakdown with the veterans stepping up in moments that you need them to. Well, that was baseball game number 5. We're talking about hockey game like 75 for these teams, and you can see Tuck steps up in a big-time way here, and just a little bit of inexperience from the Islanders. Tuck gets a pretty good rush over on, that would be the left wing side for Buffalo, and he's driving down to the net. 3 Islanders kind of go with him. As he's circling around, he uses the net to kind of take away from a couple of them, and they all just stop dead and are following him. No one thinks, hey, this guy just went on a rush, but now he's circling the net. Mayhaps someone else is coming from behind us, and he's able to slide it through 3 guys. Right on the doorstep is Krebs, and he's able to get the goal. 11 on the season for him, but really tough. Small little defensive breakdown, but we're seeing in the NHL night in, night out, how close all these teams are. Just those little breakdowns are enough to end up hurting you, and it did here. So a tough one for the New York Islanders as they end up falling in this one. Empty net. Samuelson throws a really big hit. Byram's able to get it, and just a perfectly placed one. This is going to resonate with two people. But NHL 99, if you put shot aim on manual, you could come right down the middle, just tap the space bar, and the puck would fly up over the goalie and into the back of the net. Like, it was basically, it was the Family Guy basketball corner three. It was that, but in hockey sense. That's what this was. That there was Horvat had broken his stick on the face-off, so he rushed back to the bench, got his stick, and was coming out and tried to knock it down, and it like a movie, just out of his reach into the back of the net. Byram with 11 on the season. Buffalo Sabres have their first 100-point season since 2010 with a big win here. Tough one for the Islanders, again, given the result that we're going to talk about here in just a second. Massive win for Buffalo, getting some space from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and could lock in that, not lock in, but now in first place in the Atlantic Division. I wouldn't want to face Tampa Bay or Montreal in the first round of the playoff. I know the wildcard team is going to be very well tested. This could be a matchup in the first round of the playoffs, but Buffalo, chance to get home ice throughout the Atlantic portion of the bracket anyway, really important for them, and just a phenomenal turnaround for the Sabres there.